who, created a space for them and invited them to race and encouraged them from the very beginning.
But there is, of course, also the reality of the girls doing this in a conflict zone like West Bank. And in one scene, Betty, one of the racers, is shot with a tear gas canister. How important was that side of the story to you?
Well, I mean, it's important to the story in that it's important to their lives. It's the environment that they live in, and it's very hard to tell a story about Palestine without addressing the occupation. And really what we wanted to do is to bring in the occupation as they experience it firsthand. So you're going a ride with them, and you bump into it as they do.
Amber Fares there, director of Speed Sisters, talking to Ellen Otson. This is the BBC World Service. It's 23 minutes past 5 GMT. Time for the sports news now. Hello, Colin Harrison.
Hello, Paul. Thanks very much. Real Madrid have kept alive their hopes of winning the Spanish League title. Cristiano Ronaldo scored a late winner as they came from behind to win 2-1 at Barcelona. Barcelona lead the table by 6 points from Atletico Madrid, who thrashed Real Betis 5-1. In England, Tottenham reduced Leicester's lead at the top of the Premier League table, but only by a point after they came from behind to draw 1-1 at Liverpool. The result means that Leicester can go 7 points clear if they beat Southampton later on Sunday. In golf, Lexi Thompson of the USA leads ahead of the final round of the first women's major of the year, the ANA Inspiration at Rancho Mirage in California. She's 10 under par, one shot clear of a group that includes the world number 1 Lydia Ko. Lewis Hamilton is on pole for Sunday's Bahrain Grand Prix after setting a new lap record in qualifying. He'll have Nico Rosberg alongside him on the front row. Victoria Azarenka won the women's singles title at the Miami Open, beating Svetlana Kuznetsova in straight sets in the final. And later on Sunday, it's the men's final between the defending champion Novak Djokovic and Japan's Kei Nishikori.
Thank you, Colin. Marcel Khalifa is a household name in Lebanon and throughout much of the Arabic-speaking world. He rose to fame in the late 1970s and 80s, singing songs that became anthems for the Arab left. Social justice, Arab unity, and the Palestinian cause were recurrent themes in his music. With the Middle East going through its most bloody and transformative phase since the Second World War, his ideas and music are as pertinent as ever. This weekend, he's playing in London, and our reporter Zach Brophy went to meet him.
Your song, Beirut Najmatana, is perhaps the most famous ode to Lebanon and to its capital, Beirut. But the country at the moment is riddled with corruption. You still have the same sectarian leaders from the civil war. You literally have piles of rubbish building up in the streets. I just wonder how you feel when you play and sing about your homeland these days.
هذا الواقع المرير هو واقع.
It is a truly depressing situation that we have arrived to. It's unbelievable, really. My music and my songs liberate me from this hopelessness. This tragedy extends beyond Lebanon and the Middle East. It's a global problem. Of course our region carries its own responsibility, but globally, what are we planning? What is the vision?
إنما العالم بشكل عام ماذا يخططون؟
Over this past year, there have been sizable and repeated protests in Lebanon, and perhaps what makes them different from previous protest movements is they cut across sectarian divides and ideological divides. There's a universal anger, it seems, in Lebanon. And I just wonder if you feel and you see amongst this protest movement real roots for substantial and substantive change within Lebanon.
الناس تتحرك تريد أن تقول لا.
The people are agitating. They want to stand up and say no to all this despair that we're trapped in. When people are revolting against corruption and misery and against the mess we're living through, this has to be something positive. I look at it all with the view that it's pushing forward our means of struggle, our means of building a better society.
في بناء مجتمع جديد وما أشبه ذلك.
For many people from outside the Arab world, what they see through the media and through the news, it's dominated by, and so the people's perceptions of the Arabic world are dominated by war, conflict, extremism.